Morning, YouTube. How was everybody's weekend? My weekend was pretty good. Went to see some live music. John B, Heat Wave, uh, not the harpsichord, Force MDs. And they had some really great performances up there. Heat Wave, I mean, the guys got to be 67, still getting down. John B, I don't even know if he performed his Your Lips Just Smile, I don't know if he performed that, but he gave a phenomenal performance. And I knew he was gonna be on the keys. I knew he was. That's John B. And is his voice is just as honey as ever. Um, Throughout your musical journey, make sure that you go and see live performances. Live performances of not only classical music but all genres of music. I mean, it does something to you. Even for some D's, they were singing behind a backing track, but when the live music played with the other artists, it was just amazing. Not to say that they weren't, but when they got on the stage and they performed it, it was amazing. It also introduces you to other types of music. Like I never heard of a group called Malo, M as in Mary, ALO, a Latin group, and they were great. I'll put a short clip on my channel so you guys can see what they can do. But make sure that you go in and get you some live music in you. It does something to you. It does something to you when it's performed live. So I want to make sure that you guys are still keeping up with your practice. Um, There's a little bit of John B. chords. Very simple song. Very simple song. I gave a clip on YouTube a year ago of the chord breakdown. Of one. I think it may be done in the key of C or A minor. 1, 3, flatten to the 2, to the 5. And if you guys know anything about me by now, we're counting just the chord names out. 1 is the C major, 2 is the E minor, flattened with the 6, flattened 6, or some, I'm sorry, flat 7. Yeah, flat 7 to the 2, which is a minor, D minor, to the 5. Your lips. There you go. But how's your practice going? My practice is going, still going with this Rainbow Connection. I plan to beat the song and not let the song beat me. So yeah, so we're getting there. We're getting there with the song. And why is it taking so long for me to learn the song? It's like that sometimes. It's like that sometimes with music that that's unfamiliar to your ear. And you know what? That's what it is. I figured it out. I answered my own question. Just wanna see, my ears are familiar with this one. See, my ears have heard that so many times in my life. There it is. Answer my own question. It's because it's unfamiliar. Even this song, where I was going through. I like this. Where I was going with it. Anyway, it's because your ears are unfamiliar with it. So when your ears are unfamiliar with the song, you know, it takes a while for you to get accustomed or acclimated to it. Again, no, I have not learned the lyrics to the song yet, which I should. But hey, sometimes the answer may come a couple weeks later. Why it takes me so long to learn certain pieces. Also, keep this in mind when learning new music. I have my darling wife here, and I set down a piece in front of her, and she tried to cheat. She tried to go on YouTube and listen to the song first. This is her clipboard here, and I said, no, 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 you don't. No, you don't. You play the song, and you kind of tap your way through it, and raindrops falling on my head. Yeah, I kind of like to go to songs that I haven't heard before. Rock around the clock, just to see where my ears are, just to see if I'm reading it correctly. Make that a music tip. Play something on Broadway. Play something that you haven't. Get your fingers wet with something that you haven't heard before. Rainbow Connection. Que sera, sera. Que sera. It's a moderate waltz in 3/4. A, B, C, F. Huh. Where's the music by? And I know I just told you that not to play anything that you haven't heard before, but I guess I haven't heard this one yet. Haven't heard. I just know the chorus of it. Is the man who knew too much what will be. Put on my old specs. First thing I noticed about the song, when you open up a piece of music that's new, notice about what key it's in. Like, I'm looking at this song already, and I know that it's in the key of G. Favorite key. I don't know if it's my favorite key, but I notice that it's in the key of G. I'm looking at everything that's written in 3/4, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, but it starts on the 2. So 1, 2, 3. So when I'm going over this with my students or my wife, that's what I tell them. I say, hey, notice the first thing about the song. The time signature, the key signature, that's the proper name of it, is in the key of G. And, you know, go ahead and start tapping kind of the song out a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm looking at A. Oh, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 1. Remember, my reading is, and this is what you guys got to do, my reading is subpar. I never said it was where it should be. And I told her not to do that. Sometimes we develop bad habits. Hold it. And then we're going to go back to the you guys are going to see the struggles I go through. But that's okay. That is okay. And I'm counting in my head. And usually sometime when I'm teaching a song also, I like to work with I say, hey, get the rhythm pattern first. Get the rhythm pattern first. So if you notice this rhythm pattern, you're going to go, and one of the bad habits that I happen to do, because it's unsure, as we're reading music, we're kind of unsure of where to put our fingers, is we do the repeat. And I told, like I was telling my wife yesterday, I said, hey, stop doing the repeat, because what you're doing is you're developing a bad habit. I'm trying to think. We're in the key is G. And we got that 1 sharp, which is actually the F. It's okay to do rocking back and forth. And I'm just going through the help me out here. I'm just going through the just tapping it out. And we don't know what that sounds like. So I just tapped out the rhythm pattern. So 3/4, just getting acclimated with the reading. And keep this in mind, you want to be patient. Hold it. So we got your F. So I should be actually typing. So we got your A, B, C, So I just took the first 1, 2, 3, 4, first 5 bars. Don't know what that sounds like, so that was the melody. Again, let's do that again. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just like that. And remember, this is K Sarah Sarah, it's in key of G. So 1, and again, if you're reading it, it's in 3/4, 2, 3. So you're gonna 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now I don't know what the rhythm pattern is yet, so let's figure that out. So we just did the whole entire, the first time we start this song off, we did the left hand. And keep this in mind, I can cheat because here's a shortcut. You're reading this music here, you see those chords, D7, A minor, D7. If you know how to read that, it's a cheat code. But again, I don't want to cheat. I want to read. I want to read. And this is the only way your reading is going to get stronger. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go with the okay, now it's coming together. My finger formation is there. I like that. That didn't sound right though. ACE. Sorry. See, I caught it. That's your octave. That's gonna be the beginning. Moderately fast waltz. That was the first 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the first 5 measures. And usually when I'm playing the song, I might work with it just a little bit. I'm trying to figure out, do I stop at the first 5 measures and keep playing that over and over again? That's a double-edged sword, because you'll get good at just doing that, but you'll never make it through the song. So I'm a fan of just get your fingers there. Back to the 4. That's okay if you take it slow. Because the goal is to read the music. I don't like the way that sounded. I didn't like the way that sounded, but here we go. Hold it. And we're gonna and keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. I know I said don't read about the D7 A minor, but it actually kind of, once you kind of get to where you're going, it's a necessary evil. It's a necessary evil. So we're gonna go with the. So now I'm doing. Look at your fingers. So actually, it should be. Was that your A minor? Yeah. And we're gonna go with the. They said that's a D7. So we got the A and C. And that's where we're gonna end at right there. So do some new reading. Do some new reading. Get you a music book. Apparently, I don't know the song here, but we're gonna learn the whole song, and then go backtrack. Which is weird because let me see where that's at real quick. I think the Rainbow Connection. I wonder. I'm like, it's in the key of G. A B C D Rainbow Connection. So we got 256. $254, $256. So they're both in the key of G. They're both in the key of G. I wonder. I guess G is gonna become my most favorite key. So after I finish learning how to play, que sera, whatever will be. Don't know it, but we're gonna learn it. We're gonna learn a new song together, and then after we do the I guess we did that one. Remember, also before I let you guys go, remember to also go through your repertoire of music. You know, whatever that is, make sure you go through your repertoire of music. Make sure you go through your repertoire of music. When I was sitting down yesterday with my wife and she was going through her taps, she was going through her taps and her scales, doing the handed scales, blah, 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 blah. By the time she had finished that, she had probably a very short window of time to do some reading. And I think I would be that music teacher. I would be that music teacher that if you really want to learn, I mean, it's gonna take, sometimes when you go through these music stores and they have lessons, they only book you for, truth be told, probably 40-minute lessons. By the time you get in there, I call it the puppy mill of music. It's impossible. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but as you guys can see, I've been talking to you guys for the past 26 minutes. And I know, yeah, you may say most of that is talk time, blah, blah, blah. We could just get to practicing. But keep this in mind. It's about building relationships and making people understand their music. You can't rush the process. And yes, a lot of it depends on what you do at home. But when I sit down and teach my students, I'm going to take time with them. It's like when I started cleaning pools, somebody was like, wow, or do your repairs. Well, you really sit down and you take your time. There's no rush, because I want you to learn it. I want you to learn it. I want you to enjoy it. Sometimes when I'm training my wife, I'm in the background. I'm hearing her go through her notes. And I told her, yeah, I may be cooking, and I said, but I'm still listening, and I hear her. And she'll tell you, yeah, if he finds that I'm doing something wrong, he'll stop what he's doing. And I asked her a funny question the other day. I said, do you want to cook, clean, and do, you want to do all this here? She said, I don't understand the question. I said, I'm saying that the more you keep messing up, you're going to stop me. And I'm going to have you do all this other stuff around the house until either you get it right. Anyway, I'm digressing, but it's a process, and enjoy the process. I know this is Music Talks. I believe this may be episode 4. And if it is episode 5, I'll soonly find out when I post this. But enjoy the process. Go see you some live music. It'll change your life. Peace.